Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Farm. Think about it out here in the lab. What do I do for you? Oh, I got a nice lesson for you today. Let's do what we do. Writism, 25 rule to live by. Storytelling, story with a message, message and a story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right thinkers mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission. That all those claims to be a right thinker know who they are. Know thyself is the mission for all right thinkers. Getting you the information to do that is my mission. Your goal is to get the lesson. My mission is to give it to you. So let me get on my job and do what I do for you. Know thyself is the question I asked. Do you know you? If it's rhetorical. But if you don't have the answer for yourself, that's cool. That's why I'm here to help you do that. Tune in. I do just that for you. Get you to know who you are. A person who knows not knows not that they know not is foolish. They don't know themselves. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do. It's for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. Excuse me. A person who knows but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers. Know thyself. And to Maya, be true. Right thinkers. I'm trying to get you to understand the concept of being conscious is knowing thyself. Conscious is being aware. Conscious is understanding and knowing. So if you're conscious of yourself, you know thyself. But the things you need to do to become conscious of yourself, tune into me. That's what I can help you with. That's what I do for you. Let's go. Now, if knowing thyself means becoming conscious with the CONSCIENC, that's the scientific concept that the heart conscious carries. So your consciousness is really in the heart. The brain that he gave us, you have to put that with your heart conscious, which is your conscious is CONSCIOUS. That's the conscious that's in our brain. Our heart has a different consciousness. I tried to break that down before, but let's move on. That's the concept. But now, when you become conscious, heart wise, then we are really unconscious. Why? Because if you ain't understanding what the message that the heart is putting out, y'all ain't on the same page. They got to function as one. Heart and mind got to come together. I call it marriage, or I call heart and mind coherence. Why? They both are thinking on the same level now. That takes time. That takes work. That takes on your behalf. You got to put some work in to make that happen. It's not natural. It's not normal. You have to learn. You have to practice and put the work in. That's why we need teachers, sages to help us master ourselves. Self knowledge, again, is spiritual knowledge. Why? God is spirit. You are God. Self knowledge, spiritual knowledge, same thing. That you can what? Manifest how? Through righteous living. And you can prove that there's somebody higher than us. Why? Because you're going to do things that he's going to reward you for that. That's how. If we taught our young people that concept, you do right, God will bless you. Wouldn't that make a difference in how much bad we doing? Because these young kids are just no respect, no regard for nothing. That's scary. They're not going to be young forever. They're getting older. But if we don't teach them when they're young, they grow older the wrong way. This is why we're in the predicament we're in now. Generations of this nonsense. And if we don't change the education system, it's not going to stop. Okay, how many right thinkers we got? I don't care how many sages we got, but if we're still ignorant, we're still using the same formula that they're gonna teach our kids, it ain't gonna change. Okay, it's the endless cycle of nonsense. Okay, they like that. Moving on. I want I want all those who claim to be right thinkers to have self-knowledge. This is why I do what I do for you. It's all for you. It's self. I know personally from example, from experience that I've had, that daily practice of right thinking philosophy, you will become what? Conscious of your higher self. I'm getting you to God on my terms, showing you these are the things you need to do. And when you do that, something will happen. That I guarantee. Simple as that. I tell you, if a man guarantee his product, at least he'll give it a shot. Moving on. If you obtain excuse me, degrees in college, and a lot of us do, but with that degree from college, a lot of y'all ain't no better than a person who ain't got a fifth or sixth grade education when it comes to being spiritually enlightened. Okay? So having a whole bunch of other knowledge don't supersede self-knowledge. This is why I teach self-knowledge. I'm not a university. I'm not got time. No, but I keep it real and I know the truth. So I give you that. Simple. That's what I do. Again, that's for you. All you gotta do is use it. I'm giving it to you. The gifts that God give us, unless we work on them and culture them and use them, it's of no use. Why? If you don't use it, you will lose it. Use this. This is being used. Put it with this, and you get benefits of that. Okay. Knowing who you are at an early age. Imagine if I knew who I was at that age. I wouldn't have been doing what I was doing. That's for sure. I can guarantee that. I get a little excited. Sorry about that. But I'm trying to get my young people to understand if you get self knowledge at an early age, your life is going to be good. Why? Because you will be in a position where you actually the conductor of your life. You control your destiny. If not, you don't know yourself. Somebody else is going to control your destiny. I want to teach young children my philosophy. I'm dying. Why? Because I know I'm getting pushback from adults. Why? With children, they would just take it and I can just let them have their way with it. Why? Because I know it's good for them. I don't mind giving you good stuff in abundance. Oh, come on, man. Here. And the kids love what? Good stuff. We give them lies and they taking that. So why are we giving the truth? Trust me. But watch this. I love teaching my young people my philosophy. But until I get to them, I'll teach anybody who want to tune in and pay attention. So I'm a free teacher. I open my doors to all those who want to come in. Some days it's a lot, some days it's a few. It's all up to you. I just do what I do. Moving on. Our education system, like our belief system, is nothing compared to a real spiritual education system, in which I'm offering at this point. I just coined a new name, spiritual education system. Why? God is spirit. I'm educating you on God, and it's a system that you can follow. So, spiritual education system, you see the SES from now on. That's how I'm going to put it, because I can get you to know yourself. I can get you to God for yourself, and that's my job. That's it. After that, I got no more to do. Why? It's between you and God at that point. I'm just the middleman. So, understand that. Right thinking philosophy is not a religion. It is a spiritual education system that has been proven to work if what? If practiced and mastered for yourself. Every individual can work on their own schedule and do it their own way. Again, you are in total control of how much you learn, how good you get, and how quick you get it. Again, your call. Yeah, I just made up that concept. Spiritual education system is learning spiritual truths and thyself, all in the same concept. Why? I'm giving you God and yourself at the same time. And if you put the work in, you will prove it for yourself. Yeah, this stuff really works. That's all I hear. I'm loving that. Man, the right thing can work. Thank you. If knowing thyself is your goal, and it should be for all right thinkers, right thinking philosophy will make that happen for you too. Trust me, if you put the work in, you follow my lead, I guarantee you, you end up in a better place. God is what? All conscious. We know that because what's here was here before we got here. And what's here gonna be here when we leave. So it ain't got nothing to do with us. But to put everything where it needs to be for us, that's all consciousness. And when we have the ability to become conscious and wise and knowledgeable of ourselves, that's being in God's image. All we have to do is what? To know God, to become conscious. With what? Knowledge and practice of the information, spiritual truth that you can manifest for yourself, and you know God for yourself. You become conscious. I don't know why I'm so after this morning. Yeah, when we talking spirit, we talking God. Oh, that's my wheelhouse. Why? That's what I know from experience. I'm not speaking from the books. I can do this all day. Why? Because I got it, I know it, and more importantly, I live it. And so can you. All you got is called practice. Every day I'm practicing to be my best self. Today, I'm still practicing. Mastering of spiritual education system is what? Becoming conscious of who you are, aka God in the flesh. Y'all think Christ was because he was Son of God, so y'all claim, but he did things to show who he was. He told you, his fellow disciples, y'all can do either greater works. Why? Because whatever you can conceive, you can achieve. I can do all things through what? That spirit of Christ that strengthens you. I ain't got a problem with that. My spirit is knowledge of self that strengthens me. Whatever floats your boat, whatever gets you there, I don't have a problem with that. I just know what got me there, and that's what I stand on. Simple as that. That ain't gonna change. I'm getting biblical knowledge and I'm learning biblical concepts. That ain't changed what I got. I'm just learning something else. Again, I'm open for learning anything that's good and progressive. I'm with that. I got mine. I can learn something else and put that in my case. Why? I take all I can get. Why? I never get too much knowledge. So I'm a knowledge seeker. Moving on. Right thinkers are on a cycle. Cycle means mind. Excuse me. It's a mental, spiritual journey. Meaning what? You need to learn. You need to acquire knowledge and information by practicing and using what you learn and manifesting for yourself. That's your God-like quality. Humans are ignorant. If you want to continue to be human, knock yourself out. He did all his life. Didn't get him nowhere, but another shot at this thing. So if what you're doing ain't going to get you there, you should not be doing it. I'm getting a little animated, sorry about that. I'm looking at myself, dude, why are you so mad? All right, no, I'm sorry, but I'm animate about this. My passion just, I guess, society. Sorry. Now, becoming God conscious. Every true Christian, Muslim, or Jew, Hindu, to make a difference, who follow the tenets that set forth for them will become God conscious. I don't knock nobody's concept in religious forms, but I know mine. I'm learning y'all's. Okay, I ain't got a problem with that. And I told my pastor just this morning, I'm a better Christian than most Christians. Why? Because at least I'm adhering to the stuff I'm learning. Why? I'm practicing it. So yeah, I'm adhering. Why? To find out, do it work? I can tell Christians, if you follow your Christian tenets like I know my Christian family do, and I do too, it works. I ain't changed my philosophy because I go to church. I ain't stopped being the right thinker because I'm sitting up in church with Christians, following their concepts, hanging out with them, fellowshipping. Nothing but a good time and enjoying somebody else's company who believes the same thing as God as I do. That's all. If I was believing Allah, I'd be at the Islam brothers. Simple as that. But if I'm going to fellowship, it's going to be with God-based people. Simple. So, okay. Mm. When you become God conscious, it's only because you put the work in to know thyself, and it should be your goal as a people to get knowledge of self or God. Same thing. I don't dispute. Why? I know that God is in me. I know that we can become God-like through manifestation of the spiritual truth that we learn and live by. I've proven that. Now I just teach it. Okay, what? But I live it. My thing is, what I tell you, I do. Simple. I teach. If what they say don't match what they do, if their actions don't match what they say, don't trust them. Simple as that. It should match. Simple as that. Numbers don't lie. And proof proves itself out. Truth ain't got to be built up. It ain't got to be hyped up. Nope. Just present it. I just like to, do it a little different, put a little something in it, but it's all true. And personally, my experiences. So I know what I'm giving you has already been experienced from me. So I'm not giving you book knowledge, but I read the books. I'm giving you that knowledge that I learned. I'm telling you, I learned this, but I implemented it. I lived it. That's why I go back. It's like an old friend, reconnected with an old friend. I did that years ago. So moving on. I never thought I'd be teaching it, so I'm enjoying that. Watch this now. They call it an awakening. Why? Metaphorically, if you don't know yourself, you sleep or you're ignorant. So either way, when you get the knowledge, you're going to wake up. It's an awakening. It's an enlightening. Same thing, but you're getting information that's going to benefit you. All you got to do is implement it and use it to prove it. Now, they call it awakening. Why? Because being ignorant of yourself is equivalent to being asleep, unconscious, same thing. All those things are negative connotations on an individual, and a lot of us don't have a clue about that. So we're going to continue to do the wrong thing until somebody inspires, motivates, or enlightens us to a better situation for ourselves. Most of us wait till we get down and out, go to prison, life done, did everything wrong. Now you want help. Okay, but that's what we do. We always reach out to help those who are in need of help. When you make a mistake that's going to put you in a bad situation, you got to live through that. But you also got to pull yourself up out of it. You got yourself in, you got to get yourself out. I'm just saying. So moving on. Now, your consciousness is of what? God. Just like your spirit. Just that it's yours to control. This controls itself. You control this one, hence yours. Conscious. He gave that to you so you can recognize him. Why? He's all conscious. All you got to do is raise your conscious level to meet him. He ain't coming down here. No, no, no. That's why your spirit is recognized as the falcon with wings. It can ascend consciously, metaphorically, and set your ego is a four-legged animal, meaning he's ground. He's here. This is his domain. So understand that. So being conscious, meaning gaining knowledge of God, your higher self. Moving on. The spirit, again, is the heart. The heart is where God dwells in man. And your consciousness is what? Your mind. It does the thinking for you. Your heart does the feeling. It's all feelings from here. Feeling and desire. The desire is the thought. The feeling starts here. And God manifests everything from the heart to the mind and to words of power. So it don't change. We have the same format. We got to follow the same formula. Understand that and manifest whatever you want for yourself. That's what it's all about. Now, the spirit and consciousness. Okay, we did those things. Now, moving on. The spirit is God's gift. Excuse me, I said that wrong. Yeah, let's do it. The spirit, which is life. That's God's gift. Everybody gets that. That's, I'm blessed. I woke up. Man, stop that. He gave you the gift of life. After that, he gave you a conscience. You got to pick up the ball now and run with it. Don't continue to be unconscious and ignorant. But you could, but that's going to get you nothing. But spirit is God's gift to you. Becoming conscious of God is your gift to him. Right thinkers, we can give back to God by knowing him, obeying him, living according to his rules. Why? That makes us good people. We ain't got to run around hollering, we this, we that. No, I ain't got time for that nonsense. I ain't claiming none of that except being spiritual. Why? Because God is spirit. That's why. And now I got a concept, spiritual educational system. I'm going to give you spirit knowledge. God is spirit. Moving on, get the concept. Now we are again spiritual beings. The inside of us is spirit. Having a human experience, the body is human. It works on the senses: smell, sight, hearing, tasting, and touching. That's the senses that connect to the body, to the brain. The brain's inside the head. It don't do nothing, so the body sends the signals to the brain. by those senses. Now, to become God conscious, it's some things that you have to do, and it's all for yourself. So if you choose not to do it, you can't blame nobody but yourself. So trust me, being your best self is you becoming great within yourself. Okay, I practice every day. Being ignorant, here you go. Being ignorant of who you are is our number one problem as a people. Not enough, excuse me, not enough of us knowing ourselves to make a difference. They say 85% of the general public is ignorant. I hate that concept. I don't like that number. Why? We can't change at 85% people being ignorant. It won't happen. So we need to do something about that. As a people, we can control that. If we stop committing crimes, if we stop doing the gang violence, if we stop doing everything that's wrong and change over to try to do some good things, our neighborhoods will change, our attitude about each other will change, and our situation in this world will change. Other than that, we're going to keep going around. We talking about how many years we've been doing this. Yeah, but until we do something different, we're gonna continue. Oh, another 500 years. We've been at this 900 years. We're still here. I won't be there. I know that, but I'm here now, and I'm doing best I could to make the change the best I can. I put my hat in the ring. Why? I'm a teacher. I'm out there. I'm trying to get the people to understand who they are and what they need to do for themselves. That's all I do. That's it. I do it for you. Whoever tune in, it's all for you. So I'm not beefing a whole bunch of nonsense, but I'm starting to see what's going on. So I'm doing my best to help the cause. That's all. To complain about something and do nothing is an ignorant concept. To complain about something and trying to do something about it, then you're getting in the fight. I'm in the fight every day. That's my way. Why don't we solve our problem of being ignorant of ourselves with enlightening or educating ourselves? We keep educating ourselves with their knowledge. It ain't gonna help us. Black History Month coming up. Got something for you. But I want more than 29 days. We got leap year this year. So we can get an extra day. Okay, that's fine. That's God's day. And those who born that day, imagine every 4 years having a birthday. That's a little strange, but different, but it's the way it is. But we should, as a people, not just wait till February to study who and what we are. We should be doing it on a day-to-day basis. I do. Ain't nothing white about me. Ain't nothing that, no, everything for me is black. Okay, I'm black. I'm letting you be knowing that. Solomon said, I'm black. So as a man, a black man, I let it be known who I am and where I stand. And no problem. Sorry about that. Let me get, oh Lord, shit. I'm sorry about that. Let me get out of here. God knows the human conscience. Okay, here you go. Last one. Heart, mind, coherence. Is what I've been trying to tell you. The heart and the mind have to become one. And becoming conscious of your higher self will that's how you make that happen. When the heart and mind work together. Now you know. So, trust me, we are made in what? God's image, not the physical aspect. Mm-mm. Internally, we same thing God got. We can feel in our heart, conceive it in our mind, and verbally put out there and manifest it. That's in his image, okay? It's up to us to know that, aka wake up with understanding of who you are and what you can do for you, not worrying about somebody else who ain't doing it and can't do it. Do it for yourself. First of all, self-preservation is the first law of man. Okay, don't worry about if somebody will come and rescue you. Somebody, Jesus gonna come back. Man, that nonsense. You are your savior. I told you that. Moving on. Heart, mind, coherence is a spiritually educational system concept that I use to teach self-knowledge, aka spiritual knowledge, aka God knowledge. I'm trying to get you to God by any means necessary. I'm keep telling you that. So everything I do is to get you closer to God for yourself. And nothing to do with me. I'm already there. I'm just trying to get you there too. Trust me. Remember, God is spirit. Nature is his calling card. But he's the spirit that's in us. So why we keep worrying about nature? Nature ain't gonna save you. Nature will train you a new one. Why? The weather season change. It don't care about if you got clothes for the winter. It don't care. Okay? Native Americans lived here. They had moccasins. They had furs. Why? Because the weather got cold. The Florida Indians, they didn't worry about that. They walk around naked all the time. The weather didn't change there. So we live in a temperature weather. You got to deal with nature. So don't think that it's going to save you. No, no, no. It will kill you if you ain't prepared. Simple as that. It don't care. That's God. He don't really care. His God good all the time. Yeah, if you want his service. He only good to those that's good to him. So, oh, God ain't always good. Yes, he is. But for those who get his wrath, it's reason. So we don't question them. We just got to understand them. I do. I got a problem with that. Okay? Watch this. So, right there, philosophy is a spiritual education system to get you to know God for yourself. It haven't changed. My philosophy haven't changed. Getting you to God is what I'm trying to do. And I'm going to use any means possible to get that to happen for you. Okay? Being God conscious is knowing God who? For yourself. How? Through righteous living, aka your own experience. My God, knowledge and blessings. I can't do nothing for you but tell you what to do, how to do it to get your own. That's right there in philosophy. I don't tell you what to do. I give you the information that you can use for yourself. That's right there in philosophy. Last one. I appreciate you tuning in. I know it took a little while. When your heart and mind is working as one, you are God conscious, aka you know thyself. That's my mission. That should be your goal. I'm out. I got more things to do. I'll be back with more knowledge for you too.